This is Coral Casper, an Ironman account with the dream of becoming the most renowned chef in all of Gielinor. In this series, we will follow him on his adventures to do just that. But before I explain the details of the challenge ahead, there are 3 steps that must be completed first. We must become a cook's assistant to get acquainted with some of the basics of cooking and be allowed the use of the Cook-O-Matic 100. Next, we must collect the chef's hat from one of the nearby goblins, and we must venture out to grab a white apron to make our transformation complete. Once these initial steps are completed, we will dive into the rest of the challenge ahead. With this step out of the way, it is now time to focus on slaying goblins for the fabled chef's hat. With only 20 goblins slain, we landed ourselves a fashionable chef's hat. Now it's onwards to Port Sarim to fetch a white apron from Garen's fishy business. With all the prerequisites out of the way, we can start talking about the rest of this challenge. In order to become the most renowned chef in all of Gielinor, we must experience all the ins and outs of cooking. Therefore, Chef Coral Casper will be cooking all of the recipes that Runescape has to offer at least 100 times. As a chef, we will of course be excluding those recipes which are inedible, such as sinew, poisoned carabwan, sacred eel, and the mud pie, as well as the crème de salvage and food from the chamber of Zarek. Special rules are in place for brews, as the time factor involved might make their grinds particularly boring. As such, only one batch of both a normal and a mature brew are needed for each of the recipes under that tap. All in all, this challenge will end after 113 normal recipes and 20 gnome recipes have been completed, making for the grand total of 133 recipes. We will be keeping track of the percentage of recipes completed in this challenge throughout the series. A couple of additional rules are in place for this challenge. We will of course be playing as an Ironman, so there's no option to buy any materials on the auction house. Secondly, we will aim to put farming and crafting over buying. A lot of the ingredients used in this challenge can be bought from the various stores scattered around Gielinor, but to ensure top quality in all of it, Chef Coral Casper will be creating a lot of it from scratch. This means that we will be making pots, pie dishes, we'll grow our own food, and churn butter and create cheeses for future recipes. Lastly, any leveling prerequisites that we must reach, we will do in a way that favors the challenge. For example, if we need to level Hunter, we will do so through options that provide food, such as by catching birds for their meat, rather than catching butterflies that provide none of that whatsoever. In this first episode, we will be working on humble beginnings by starting off with 100 cooked chicken, 100 cooked shrimp, and 100 cooked meat. With 100 cooked meats completed, this first episode comes to an end. 3 out of 133 recipes completed leaves us with a 2.26% completion rate. As this was the first video project that I'm working on, please feel free to leave your feedback down below. This was Cooked Episode 1. I'll see you guys later. Peace.